Generic greetings and welcome back to Prison Architect Warden mode, and we're really camouflaged when it's dark, although one could argue that it's always the case when you can't see a thing. Anyway, in the previous episode we planned out a bit more. Specifically in the centre here we changed things to dormitories, which I think's been well received, so that's okay. Still have a couple of changes to be made with the sizes and stuff, and yeah, we'll see how that gets on when we progress on with that. But yeah, we also got some building done as well. As you can see, kitchen, canteen, things like that are, well, the placement for the building and the walls and foundations are now final, but the contents are, yes, unfinished, as you can clearly see. It's just for grand purposes to get that done. At the back end of the last episode, I was trying to work out where I was going to put the medical ward and things like that, and I've made a decision that I don't think is final, or rather I don't think is perfect. I think we are going to go with it simply because I can't think of a better way of doing it. What we're going to have is an area around here which will have like it'll have the medical ward and the psychologist. And the problem I was having was trying to fit all three buildings into one room. So all three rooms into one room essentially. So you've got your medical ward, so your infirmary, the psychologist office, which technically you don't need in there, but it just makes sense, and then finally the morgue. And having it all in one room, very limiting. So, come up with a bit of a plan. This is going to be where we have our psychologist. Objects. There's the beds, like that. Is that correct? 10, yeah. And then there. So there's your beds. We can even put more in the centre if we really wanted to, like that. But that's a decent size. And the morgue is going to go nowhere near that. Nobody ever says you need a morgue right next to that. In fact, it's probably unhygienic. Where am I going to put it? Well, this is the one that I think people are not going to be too keen on, although it's a little bit quirky. Behind this is the visitation, right? And the type of visitation we have is the ones with the big glass screen, so there's no contact, so contraband can't be snuck in. And because of that, it's fairly oversized. So what we can do is this, and then have all this back bit, if we wanted to, as morgue area. Now, it's not the most hygienic. Well, I guess it's fine as long as, you know, we're mopping up and stuff. But I can't imagine. I'm just thinking, what would the visitors think of? They're going to come through this bit now because I'm going to have to alter it. They're going to come through here, and they're going to be literally feet from bodies. It's an interesting time. Anyway, we'll just dismantle that table, and we will remove the. I'll put the staff door in there. Where can I put the other table? Could put the other table in here. See, the problem though is where prisoners were always going to be escorted through a door, and I'll assume it's going to be this door here. I mean, I guess we can have a metal detector there. That's fine. That'll be okay. Right, so we will crack on. So build a medical ward. 2 doctors require a psychologist, which is an office as well. So in here we will have as rooms. We'll have the infirmary. We'll just build all of that, and then obviously we'll cancel off that section there. This is going to be turned into an office, which inevitably will not become the psychologist's office because they're going to go over to the bottom right like they always do when they have multiple offices. Actually, the door is probably better in this side, I think. Yes, I believe it is. I believe that is so. Let's have that, and obviously we do need some medical beds. We'll put 1 there, and then 2, I believe. Is it that? It doesn't say. It just says 2 doctors. So we'll just have this then. So psychologist office, come in, you've got a chair there, you've got a chair there, you've got your desk in front of them there, and then your filing cabinet, which can go in sort of that corner there, because it doesn't really matter. In terms of flooring, that's a future us problem. Current us is worried about the bank balance, although to be fair, it's 50 grand, so we're actually doing quite well there. So hire 2 doctors and hire a psychologist. So there's the psychologist, which obviously doesn't go to this office here, it goes elsewhere, and 2 doctors, there's the grant done. And what I'm going to do is race the psychologist over to the right hand side, the bottom right, and we're going to get rid of their office so they go up top, because this office here is not for them. So we will change this to nothing and then redesignate it as an office, which is, there we go. And I'm guessing they are getting assigned that office because... There we go, it's fine. The other office at the top left wasn't technically an office because it didn't have everything in it. That's why that was happening. Okay, so we've got prison maintenance, we've got visitation rights, we've got all sorts of stuff here, so we'll get that. 66 grand now in the kitty. More than enough for me to unlock deployment, remote access, dogs, surveillance, legal. Do we need legal? Don't know, but we do need education, and we might as well go for legal. And there is our 53 grand. So... more than enough, hopefully, to... Oh, actually, I can get, if I just hire 1 gardener and 2 janitors, there's another grand done. I'd already preemptively done most of that. That's fantastic. Okay, so we'll go for visitation rights then, I think. Yes, we'll go for visitation rights. So 61 grand, let's go to foundations, and we're going to place a big load of foundations. I'm going to spend, in total, 24 grand on this central piece. Oh, hang on. Cancel. Careful. What we need is to have it sectioned off, because remember, the centre is not going to be foundation. So that would have been a lot of money wasted, which is why it's important for us to get it done right. So, you know, measure twice, cut once. Or in our case, just place it down and then cancel it once we realise we got it wrong. Large deal door on all of these sides. There was some discussion from people in the comments about having these lines here in the centre, having those as outside, but that would cause a problem with heating, so I'm not going to do that. So that's my rationale behind it. So, fair bit of money, but hopefully spent in the right place. Just say 20 grand, we only spent 20 grand on that. Where's the other 20 grand went to? When I cancelled it, it did go up to 61 grand, so I don't know if it's double spent. I really hope not. Either way, it's done now and there's nothing much we can do about it. This is going to get our prisoner capacity to 15 done very, very quickly. Shouldn't be any problem at all. What I'm going to do is put 1 dormitory in and see what it measures at, and then we'll work from there. Obviously, we do have staff morale decreasing now because we don't have... Oh, we do. Sorry, my mistake. As you can see, we do have the staff canteen that is working. That is fine. That's perfect. Although... we probably do need to get another fridge, a couple of fridges, and then a couple of cookers. And yes, I am aware that I didn't put any more capacitors in, so we need to do that before the old grid blows up. So, utilities, capacitor. Oh, it's fine. It's no problem at all. There we go. I'll just give it a bit more. And wait, see if we can race the building there. Oh, no, there's still building bits of it. That's fine. Okay, so raise prisoner capacity, we'll get that in a moment, but as you can see, danger level is increasing. Oh, staff morale is low, that's why. So 11 staff have serious complaints. Why is that? Mainly because they don't have much, they've not got much to occupy their time. So what I'll do is I will finish off the staff room. I think that's important that we get that sorted, really. We'll put that in there. We'll have I guess we'll have a couple of arcade machines in. Actually, what we'll do is we'll put drinks machines in. I know they're expensive, but it'll be worth it in the long run, I believe. Cancel that. We'll have a sofa in the corner there, and maybe one in there. Actually, what we'll do, have a TV. You've got your sofas like that. Radio. And arcade cabinet. There you go. That should be more than enough in here for their needs. So long-term investments just being completed. That's good. We now have another grant that we can pick up. We'll go for security procedure certification, which is 10 guards and assign them to patrol routes. Quite frankly, we could do that now and get it done, but I'm not going to, because we'll have to hire more guards, and that's going to be a problem for us. Okay, so let's work on the centre here. We do need to run some power, so I will run some power straight into the facility. I'm going to run it like that because this eventually in the centre will have a boiler in it, so might as well go ahead and do that. There was a lot of discussion about having this in the centre as a guard tower, and it's not a terrible idea having that as a guard tower. I did say I wanted to unstaff this area. However, having a guard tower in here with lines of sight down here would be very, very useful. So I'm still on the fence with that one. I'll see what happens. So, materials, building brick. Building material brick, rather. And then the dorm. The question is this going to increase capacity? Let's see what happens. There's all the bunk beds. It is increasing our capacity. That's good. That's exactly what we wanted. Right, fine. So there we go. That should be full capacitied out. In terms of the grading, that is it. It's done. We might go ahead at some point if we really need to add. We might add some radios or something like that, but for the time being, nope, not going to happen. Okay, so since that was very easy to do, I think it is best if we just quite simply go ahead and place the others. Like, we got that done, so we can get cell block B done. Grand. Should be quite an easy task. And with very little money as well. I mean, it's very, very efficient. The problem is that, well, we're going to have high-risk prisoners, and they do not like dormitories at all. So, you know, we're going to have to, well, we'll have to play that by ear and see how it goes. I have a feeling, however, it is not going to be overly fantastic. And what I mean by that, I reckon it's going to be a massive problem. But we expected that in this series, and that's what it's about, I guess. So, anyway. Right, what I'll do, I'm going to run a cable all the way along the outside edge of the cell block. There you go. There's that done. So, should be quite an easy task to get this done. Toilets up there. Obviously, left-hand side, same sort of deal. There we are. Beds. Just have to worry about placement. We had a gap of 2. We could probably put a smaller gap in there, but this is the one we've went with for whatever reason. There you go. Now this side might be different, however. It is different because of the this is, well, it's a different size area. That's wrong. It's all kinds of wrong. Or is it? Is it all kinds of wrong? Yes. It would be that. Don't like that. Don't like it. Ugh. Ugh. Garbage. Horrible. Okay. Coming back to that one. And also, I've just put beds in, haven't I? Oh, cancel, cancel, cancel. Dismantle. It's alright, they won't be wasted. They'll just be placed. They'll just be placed around here. Okay. Dismantle all of those. I don't like that it draws the dormitory bit there. It should draw across that way. Oh well. Just the nature of the beast. There we go. Yeah, because of the size difference, it's going to be stuck on the wall. No, not even that one works. Don't like it either way. Not nice. Anyway, let's just get this side done, then I'll worry about that later. Like I said, I could probably shrink it down a bit, but, well, we're not. So it would have to be that, wouldn't it? Really, following the same convention. But then you've got all this space has nothing there, which I'm not a fan of. So we could either put it next to each other, then have it, and it is different. Like that. I'll rotate them the right way around though. Ideally, the head would be the other way. But hey ho, that's the way we've gone with it now. I'm not changing it. Right, So there's our dormitory. I mean, look at that, 70... Originally, when I first started this, I said, we're probably going to have about 60-ish, but I didn't plan on dormitory. So we're going to have about 120 by the time we've got all of the rest of these cells in. That's a lot more than I expected, I'll be quite honest with you. Okay, fine. I guess we'll go through cell block C then, and we'll see how far we get. So, we've got cell blocks in, we've got the... we haven't got the water in, actually. We should probably put water. Get a bit of water in there. I'm still not convinced about the boiler in the centre. I'm thinking sniper tower is going to be much better. But where would we put a boiler? Well, we could easily alter like a corner of this dormitory or something. Having them in the dormitory, though, it just generates so much heat. Not sure. Either way, what I do need to do is a bit of a priority is get this water. So, go along. Down. Tell you what, we'll go through the centre. Because we're going to plumb it into the far left anyway. But then we'll have to have also... go along. And up. The reason for this is because we have to have water for the showers as well as the... Actually, we don't need to do that side. That's fine. We can do this side. We have to have water for the showers, which we don't really need a large pipe for that. And the bit in here as well. The kitchen. So, but this one can just be spurred off from there. I mean, we can just do like that. I mean, that's that done. There you go. Still can't place it right. Third time's a charm. There we are. Cool. Okay, might as well run these. And I'll put the radiators in as well. Still thinking about where to put the radiators, but I think we'll just sort of dot them ad hoc. We'll have a radiator episode before we're through and done, because we'll need to connect everything up. In terms of the showers, it's going to be that. Probably need to go ahead and work that out, actually, the showers while we're here. Drain. 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 And then in the centre, like that, we'll have shower heads. Shower heads. Obviously, the capacity being a lot more now than what it was. There we go. But no boilers still. No boilers. So we're going to have to place boilers closer to source. And where is the best place for that? Well, we can't really put it in a room because it just heats everything up massively. So ideally, we want it probably one here, because then we can feed off that and that. So it could be that cell. We could just change that cell to a boiler room. Wouldn't affect the surrounding area because it is in its own room. Don't know. We could always put a corner piece in here and have the boiler access there. Would that work? But then it would only be on the left, wouldn't it? Not on the right. Not necessarily, actually. Do we need 4 boilers? No, we don't. No, we don't need 4 boilers. Okay, I think it's going to be around here, but I'll come to that later on. For now, I think we will simply go for deployment. Assign 3 guards to patrol routes. There's your 3 guards to patrol routes. And there's your other grant done. And obviously deployment. Get rid of that, don't need it. Okay, there's another grant done. So we now have probably... prisoner acclimatization. We can get that sorted. So danger level going down, staff morale is low, but it should be increasing because of the staff room and such now that's all up and running. So overall, not bad. Not bad. I not entirely happy with the layout of the dormitory, but I mean, it was a bit of an ad hoc change. It's mainly this side here, which is not centralized and stuff. If we did change it, we could probably go for something like that, and that, and that. And even then, yeah, it would still be off. The whole prison is a bit skew-iff because it's like one tile to the left. Like if I changed it a little bit, like this is like 9 instead of like a round number. So that's annoying for certain things, not for doors and such, but you know, it is what it is. It certainly looks okay. It's just obviously working out exactly what we need to do. Either way, we're going to leave it there. Next episode, we'll go ahead and we will probably measure off some more cells just to get that other grant done, cell block C, and then we'll think about putting in all the amenities for the rest of the prisoners to get prisoners maybe in a couple of episodes' time. So that's the overall plan. As always, hope you have enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.